We continue from the previous video. Before we bind the bones, let's fix Grogu's eyes. Because this Grogu minifigure comes without eyeballs, so we create two UV spheres and scale them along the Z-axis, flatten them a bit. As the black eye of Grogu, move it to the position of the eye and adjust it to your satisfaction. Then select all the parts of the Grogu minifigure model. Here you can press the Shift key and select parts one by one. After making sure that all parts of the Grogu minifigure model are selected, finally press the Shift key to select the rig. Then press Ctrl+P to call out the set parent to menu and select with empty groups. The effect of this operation is to create an empty vertex group for each bone control. Select a part of the model. Select the Object Data Properties panel on the right, and you will see empty vertex groups named with bone names and vertex groups. The next step is to assign all the vertices of the corresponding part to the empty vertex group. This gives the effect of the bones controlling the parts of the model. For example, select the head, enter Edit Mode, press it to select all vertices. Find the vertex group Rig Grogu Head for the head bone control in vertex groups. Then click Assign, which means that all the vertices of the head are assigned to the Rig Grogu Head vertex group, and the Rig Grogu Head bone can then control the head. Grogu's head is a separate part, so it's easier to assign vertex groups, but some bones correspond to parts that are not separate parts, so it's time to manually select the correct vertices and assign them with the weighting tool. For example, to control the vertex group of the ears, we only need to assign the vertices of the left and right ears to it. But the ears are attached to the head and are not separate parts, so we need to manually select the vertices for assignment. Select the head and enter Edit Mode, selecting only the vertices of the ears, carefully selecting the vertices for the root of the ears attached to the head. The selected vertices are then assigned to the corresponding vertex groups in the same way. However, there is a problem with this approach. As you can see, when rotating the bones that control the ear, although the ear can now move along with it, but a hole appears at the base of the ear, as if the ear has been torn off. To solve this problem, we need to use the weighting tool. First, assign the entire head vertex to the Rig Group Ear L vertex group. Then switch to weight paint and you can see that the whole head is in red, meaning that the Rig Group Ear L bone is currently controlling the whole head. Obviously, the Rig Group Ear L bone should only control the left ear. Since the weight paint mode is similar to a brush tool that draws weights, adjust the weight to 0 and then brush the weight of the head that does not need to be controlled by Rig Group Ear L to 0. As you can see, the areas where the weights have been swiped to 0 have turned dark blue. When painting the root of the ear, adjust the weighting to about 0.5. You can see that the root of the ear is mostly yellow and green. This is the same effect as the heat map. This means that the root of the ear, along with a small part of the face, is also controlled by the bones that control the ear. Only the control is not as strong and the control gradually diminishes. This effectively avoids the previous problem of cracked models. Use the same principle to assign the vertices of the other parts of Grogu to their corresponding vertex groups. Except for the head, all other parts need to be assigned local part vertices to the corresponding vertex groups by brushing the weights. I will continue to complete the animation afterwards, so stay tuned.